Hi again, folks. In this video, Jack Eichel's in town. Let's talk about it coming up. I can't help but break a smile. This is something else, eh? This is the game I think that a lot of us made sure. I'm making no commitments for that night. I'm going to be home. I'm watching this game. I'm not missing this game. It's that type of game, guys. It is. It's that type of game. Let me get my computer over here because got a few clips I want to show you. Just two, but interesting, just interesting. So yes, this is it. Let me get my little table over here so when I want to put my computer down, I can. Okay. All right. So, Jack's in town. This should be fun. I'm very curious what the crowd's going to do. I am so curious about that, guys. I'm going to go on record. I think they're going to boo him. I could be wrong. But I'm just going with how I feel too, so who knows? I just think it's it needed, the wounds are still open with this guy. It's going to be difficult, really. Okay, let's look at the clips I want to show you, and we'll talk about it a bit. Okay, here we go. And this is from The Athletic in one of John Vogel's articles. And I took a few clips from it. It wasn't much I took. I was going to take a little more. I said, I just want to talk a little bit more about it than anything. So there you see, back in Buffalo, Jack Eichel is healthy, grateful, and at peace. I had a phenomenal time here. I don't know. Sounds like a politician. Just how it feels for me, Yeah, I'm sure he had some good times here. I'm sure he made friends here, but the thing is, when you sign a contract for that much money, a lot's expected of you. You have to know that, right? It's only normal that a lot is expected. You're making $10 million a year. Of course, a lot's expected. Come on. It's only normal, We're not there to baby somebody making $10 million, right? But that's not what this is. It's not a hate Jack video. Just want to give you my thoughts on that. Okay, let's take a look at this clip here. Here we go. Okay, so he says, I feel like I gave everything I had while I was here in Buffalo to the organization, to the community. I'm at peace with all that. Of course, not everyone is. While it's easy to spot number 9 jerseys in the stands and find folks who backed Eichel's decision to fight for his health choices, it's equally simple to locate someone who thinks a 25-year-old quit on the Sabres by asking to be traded. That's why no one else is quite sure what the reaction will be when Eichel plays in the arena Thursday for the first time as a visitor. You think about what sort of reception you're going to get, but I can't control that, he said. Whatever the reception is, I'll be able to handle it. Sounds like me, he's getting prepared. It sounds to me like he's getting prepared. It's easy for other fans to say, well, you guys, everything he did for you and this and that, and they don't know the half of it, So I would like to see Toronto fans, if Austin Matthews did the same exact thing to them in the future, how they'd react. They need to do martial law in Toronto. That's what would happen, folks. Okay? That's what would happen in Toronto. Toronto would not be nice. I'm sure as hell that they're not gonna give him a big hand when he comes out. So if the fans boo him, I accept that 100%. If the fans don't boo him, I accept that 100% also. I'll leave it in their in their court, Let them decide. The feeling of emotion will take over the crowd, and then the crowd will decide. Now I'm wondering, guys, is there going to be any chance, let me close that. Is there going to be any chance that there'll be a really big house for this game? I don't know. Now, you guys out there, if you know anything, let me know. And yes, I'm going to be getting to my notes soon. I know I'm behind, but I'm always behind. So I will get to them, and I will. I'm going to jump into Discord early tonight because I'm going to finish my videos early, so I'll be able to finally get in there for a change. Yeah, so this is it. This is, for me, this is it. This is the game of the year. This really is. Now, if we could win this game, I think the place would be rocking after if they could win this one, really. Because Jack's been doing good for them. You've seen that game where he beat Ottawa with 4 or 5 seconds left recently, right? You've seen it. So he's doing okay for them. They're not doing great, you know, but they're suffering with the injury bug over there again. That team, you know, like I said, they're getting older. It's going to get tougher and harder. It doesn't get any easier. That's for sure. It's not going to get any easier for Vegas the rest of the year. It won't. Just because they got Jack, it'll help up the middle for sure. But I don't know. We'll see how it pans out in the end over there. We'll see. So Jack's in town, guys. How you feeling? Honestly, I'm sure some of you are like, and some are like, you know, I miss him. Whatever it is, I'm sure I'm going to get some reaction on this video because, you know, him saying that he needs to, you know, that he's good with it and things like this. It's almost like he's anticipating it's not going to be pleasant, I'm guessing. And in that article also was a little memo. I could have clipped it out. I didn't. Peter DeBoer had mentioned that, you know, kind of, he could see, he said it's wearing on him, this thing. And it's normal, guys. It's normal. He's coming into this game a little nervous. Come on. You know, this is his whole NHL career he spent, right? And there's a lot of memories there. And it didn't leave very pleasant, you know, not when you're starting to threaten the organization, you know, at one point at the end. You guys know what I'm talking about. So like at the end, when he was threatening the organization about filing a grievance, you know, that sticks in the guts of like owners and everybody after. That stays there. That's like a direct legal threat, you know, that's what that is. And it didn't have to get to that, but he had to understand that we weren't just going to trade him out of town because he wanted to be, you know, I mean, we had to get something back, right? So fair is fair in that department. This fan here, I just hope somehow, some way we win this game. I hope we shut him down. I hope we close the door on him. And my next video is going to give you a little something to think about going into next game, okay? And if we can go into this and win, okay, and win, maybe it might go down as our sweetest win of the year. It just might, when it's all said. It's not been a fun season, right? So if we can win this game, guys, it'll be a sweet victory for sure. And we better enjoy it because, as I say, they're far and few, it seems, this year. And this guy coming into our building now as an opposing player is going to have a very funny feel to it. Because this is the guy we tanked for, okay? The guy we tanked for. And then he's gone because he wants out. And he had his reasons. I get it. He had his reasons. He did. But at the same thing, the public thing, that should always be not too much. You don't do too much public stuff, and then Leonard got involved, and that made me even more pissed off when Leonard got involved. And don't think I don't want to beat that clown. Seriously. I want to beat that guy badly. So I'm hoping the Sabres somehow win that game, you know, and take it to them. As for Jack, my final thoughts, guys, I hope he has the rest of his career healthy and he never re-aggravates that neck of his. I hope so. He's a young man. He's only going to play this game for so long. And last thing I want to see is some guy that devoted his life to the game I love wind up in a wheelchair or something at a very young age. It just would be so unfair, you know. So I just hope that part for him works out. I really do. You know, like that, okay, I'm good with that. But I also hope that we beat them. And I hope that we, as a franchise, win a Stanley Cup before he does over there. If he decides to play his career there, he still might want out. He still might want out. That team's getting old over there, and he's going to realize that their depth charts are not much. So keep an eye on that in the future. Just the thoughts going into tomorrow. So I hope the Sabres somehow win that game. We'll talk about it in the pregame. Right now, I got videos to make, and I think that's it. I'm out of words, guys. When I'm out of words, I shut my mouth and I go to the next video. See you in that one.